week. I've been slacking, man.
It's like upsetting, isn't it? Like I get it once a week. Like that's what I get. I get SeCs. That's it, man. So if you want to come on with SeCs, feel free because they're good
All right.
games.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good players. And like it got to the point where I was like, I actually thought about it. I was like, I feel rusty casting, and that hasn't happened to me in like 6 months at least. Where I was like, where I actually felt like I hadn't cast the game forever. So I'm excited. Yeah, definitely really good players here.
Good, man. Hey, bro. I've been talking for like 3.5 hours straight. So feel free to take the lead, bro. I'll be your cameraman.
All right, I'm just gonna solo cast Charms is now my bitch.
And
Basically,
yeah, I'm just gonna be the IRC channel watcher, bro.
dude, you could be like a professional Dota streamer. You know, like I know they had like that for StarCraft 1 where there was like people that was their whole job was to literally control the camera while the casters casted that. That could be you.
Yeah, and I can just make funny jokes in the background. No, but
Yeah, something like that.
in this game, like we're gonna be really surprised here. Fabio, the Radiant team is really strong. I don't know if you've caught them playing in any of the previous SECs,
No, I don't
but
think so.
they
I don't
they
even recognize their names. Warden looks familiar, but I think that's about it.
they've won it once. They won the
Okay.
SECs once, and then they lost the second time in the finals to Catface.
Hmm.
They've beaten Easy Style. They've beaten, I mean, they've beaten N9, so they're strong. You do see an Omni Knight and an AM band come out, kind of typical, right?
So yeah, definitely. What's like the typical layout for Sex? Because I haven't caught it every week. It's a Sunday tournament. I know that, and it happens every week. What about like prize pool and teams invited?
Here's how it works. NADota.com hosts a tournament once a week on Sundays at
Uh-huh.
2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I can't even tell you what that is, CET. Sorry, guys. I'll break it down for you in a few minutes. But then it's basically a single elimination format. It's open registration to all teams. What they do is you basically want to stay with the same team. They're like, you don't want to keep making new teams.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is after each tournament, place you finish in determines how many points you get, and that ranks you. And then the last tournament is invite only, and it's got a prize pool. This prize pool will be $500, directly donated by Night Striker. And then the next, he's already got, he came on earlier, Geno came on earlier and told us that he's already got approved for 2012, having a prize pool right now of at least $1,000, possibly $2,000. So,
Wow,
so pretty cool,
that's really
man.
cool, man. That is really awesome. All right, so the other bands so far, Broodmother and a Night Stalker, that does not bother me at all. That looks great. I really feel like Night Stalker is like one of the most imba heroes in the version right now, and people are really learning how to play him effectively. Just a lot of early ganking and really just destroying a lot of different lanes. And he's so good against so many different heroes, you know?
Oh, absolutely. What do you think about, like, I'm sorry, but I banned Furion before I banned Broodmother. I'm sorry. That's just, I don't know.
I would agree, but it depends on the team. If it's a really good team, ban the shit out of Furion. But if it's like a medium to high team, I mean, there's not a lot of people, in my opinion, that can play Furion to like an oh my god imba level. Like, you know,
Okay, fair
only
enough,
some
fair
teams
enough.
can. That's kind of my mentality. Broodmother is easier to abuse by a worse player. I think that's the only heat I would pay to that ban.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. Like, I guess because, like, recently when I've seen it in competitive play, I've seen like I'm not kissing ass, guys, so don't get on that train. But I've seen Boba play it, and he plays it really strong when
Yeah,
he plays it.
he
So
is
like,
really good.
yeah. So I've seen really good ones. So that's why when I see it picked, I'm like, oh shit, oh buddy, it's like this isn't gonna be good.
Yeah, every time I think of Boba playing Nature's Prophet, I remember a Dota 1 game where he was at like 8 HP, like he barely survived a gank, and then he just like TP'd across the map to like Sprout on a full HP Windrunner who was escaping from his allies, and he had like 8 HP the whole time. Like it was just amazing. I can't like get that out of my mind, but lots of other cool bands and picks. Ancient Apparition, Lich, also very great heroes. Mirana, and then Earthshaker, Windrunner. So a lot of really good heroes here.
Yeah, like honestly, other than like heavy carries, these are kind of like some of the best support heroes and semi carries you can have.
Yeah,
Like
that's definitely true.
Ancient Apparition, Lich, and Potom. Like, yeah, those are three great picks. And then Furion, Earthshaker, Windrunner, those are three great picks.
Yeah, especially I really value how strong Lich is. He's like my favorite hero to just pick in a pub game to be like, I feel like winning this game because he just shuts down so many options. If they pick a hard carry, Lich just follows the hard carry and denies creeps with the sacrifice. And Ancient Apparition I like better as a solo than a support hero, but even still, his ulti is still really effective. So I definitely agree with your statements.
I don't know if, like, Ancient Apparition is a support I don't like. I think you can't dual lane him. think you either tri-lane him or solo him. I
Why
prefer
not
solo.
duel?
I don't know, cause then like he goes and like he'll pull a lane, he'll go and pull creep. I don't know. He just doesn't level as fast. It's not as easy to get a kill. Like in a
Mhm.
tri lane, I think it's easier to get a kill with Ancient Apparition if you have like
Yeah.
a target disabled with that cold feet procking.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you think about it, if he's in a tri-lane, there's more people to do disables,
It,
therefore Cold Fleet's probably going to drop. And if you're
yeah,
solo, you're just using it for harass anyways. You're not doing it to get the disable
exactly,
off.
exactly. If you
So,
have like a AM or a Weaver with you, like you're not really gonna get the kill.
mhm.
So you just
Yeah,
cold feet to
exactly.
get him to run away. But on a tri lane, you cold feet, then have VS stun him, and it's like then cold feet proc. I mean, you getting a kill there. I just
Yeah.
think as a tri lane or a solo lane is the two ways you go with Ancient Apparition. Dual lane just doesn't make that much sense. But really, the other bans here, Beastmaster, Weaver, okay. Beastmaster's so good middle lane. Like you got that Hawk, you got that Boar, you just control runes basically. Then Weaver's just strong. Like it looks like the Radiant didn't really want to play against like mid-game heroes. Like got rid of Brood, got rid of Drow, and got rid of Weaver. All are like mid-game powerhouses from like 25 minutes to like 45 minutes.
hmm
But then, like, then don't compare to, like, an AM or a Faceless Void or a Spectre at, like, 50 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the only major hard carry that ever really gets picked up is probably Void, I guess, unless I'm forgetting something. And Void is pretty easy to counter from a Lich. I mean, Lich can obviously counter Drow Ranger, Weaver, and
Spectre.
Spectre is another example of a hero that I was forgetting about.
So strong. Yo, if
the
they
Frost
last pick
Armor is good.
Venomancer, if the Radiant last picks Venomancer, I will be in love with their team.
Yeah, that is really, really good for sure. I mean, or another global hero maybe, because they already have A plus Spectre. They could
Zeus?
do something else. I would love to see a Zeus in a pro game. He's such a fun hero.
They played
like
him earlier in the Dota 2 Star. You didn't see it?
Oh, dude, damn it.
The retry played him. Blood Angel played him and fucking dominated.
He's really good.
He
It's just he's
dominated.
squishy, and his animations are so sexy. His ultimate,
Yeah,
God,
right,
it's-
bro. Them
it
bitches
whites
are
out the screen.
terrifying. They're
It's so beautiful.
Scary. They are so
Uh,
scary. Like every time his ultimate goes off, I jump like a little girl. I'm like,
That's how it should be. It's like the only animation in Dota 2 that's over the top,
and
but
it's
it's
the only
still
one that should be.
perfect.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so we'll see if the Dire team is going to go for a hard carry or another pushing here. They definitely have the possibility to push, and they are going to go for a push,
Enigma.
man. Picking up Enigma, they might jungle him, they might solo him, but I'm going to expect probably.
Jungle.
God, they have a weird lane.
Nah. What they're gonna do is they're gonna solo the Windrunner in the long lane bottom.
Yeah.
They're gonna like kind of duelish lane Earthshaker and VS and solo the Furion, I think.
That's
and,
weird.
And like
but
jungle Enigma and bring him out and gank in that duel lane.
I guess, but that's like a VS ES lane. That is really weird.
Oh, I feel
That
bad
is-
for you, dude. You didn't catch any of the star earlier, did you?
No, I honestly don't. Don't have that much free time to watch the Dota, to be honest.
Navi played a carry VS. They did basically like a dual lane VS and gave him all the farm. Um, Enigma finished they did like stats at the end of the tournament. Enigma finished 15-1 in the tournament in games he was picked. 15-1. Like
Wow.
you just
He
saw
is.
like
He is good.
he's so strong. Like Dindy
Yeah.
played him and had a 13-minute Soul Ring Blink Dagger. Okay,
Yeah.
like it just went on and dominated the game, and it was like, wow. You realize how good a good support-ish hero can be.
Yeah, it's really true. And Enigma fills so many different roles. I mean, Malefice is a really good ability. Just that 3-hit stun is so cool. Demonic Conversion, you can push with that. You can farm with that. Even like early to mid-game team fights, it does stupid amounts of damage if the Eidolon just sit there and auto-attack for like 8 seconds, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Midnight Pulse kind of sucks, I guess. But Black Hole's amazing, so like who cares, you know? He is a really good hero.
I think if Midnight Pulse slowed, it'd be more of like a viable option to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of make it like upheaval a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
maybe-
good with Black Hole, but that's about the only location where I say that's a
Ever.
good ability.
Yeah, that it's ever that you can even really use it. Because other than that, they just kind of like walk away from it. It's not nearly the AOE of like say Acid Spray from Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it was a
But-
bigger AOE like that, it would be a little bit more viable too.
But it's balanced, you know.
But
His
yeah,
other skills are so
exactly.
good. So.
His other skills are
whatever.
so damn good. If you gave him a great like third skill, it'd be like, all right, stop it, stop it.
Just
So you want to tell us
knock it
who's
out.
playing who?
Sure, I'll go over the Radiant team. You can cover the Dire. For the Radiant, I'm in the jungle. I'm sorry, the Fountain. Ted 3 is going to be playing the puck. Warden is on the Priest of the Moon. She's going to be swinging top, I guess. And then we also have Brazilian Han player on the Lich. Nuera is playing the Ancient Apparition. And finally, the hard carry Brax is going to be playing the Spectre.
Then for N9, we're going to see Envelop playing this Enigma, soloing bottom. So he's going to be doing the denying, basically. So denying, and controlling that lane. You're going to see Musica on the Windrunner again, same as last game. Black Shaitan, who played our Weaver last game, is going to be on the Furion. You're going to see Snoopy again on the VS. And you're going to see Senegal again on the Earthshaker. So picking up a couple of the same heroes, 3 of the same heroes they had last game. And then this game picking up Furion and Enigma.
Yeah, and I expect to see a lot of ganks, especially on the bot lane, honestly. Windrunner's probably, Windrunner's going to be mid here, which means she may end up going for a bottle and may end up doing a little bit of rune ganking once it comes to the mid game. And there's always going to be the threat of Black Shaitan on the Nature's Prophet doing any ganking as well. He does actually pick up his Treants versus, he kind of looks like he's going to be laning, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe we're just going to see a constant roam out of Earthshaker VS, which I think would be pretty smart. Nature's Prophet's going to get a lot of levels, and wherever those 2 roaming heroes are, he can just leave the lane with a TP, and bam, all of a sudden it's like 3 heroes ganking a lane. This could be really awesome.
100% though, my opinion, if you're doing a strat like this, you take Earthshaker out and you substitute him for Chen or Enchantress. And then you have the VS and the Chen kind of jungle-ish, and then they can gank any lane together.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's stronger. That's kind of a lineup you see done by like Mineski and Myth Trust and teams like that. And I think it's just so strong because your support's able to get levels in the jungle easily with the Chen, just converting a creep and then taking that camp. And then they're able to gank constantly with a smoke.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Earthshaker's actually swinging to the bot lane now. He's going to spot out all the support heroes. There's the Cold Feet on the Enigma, but both of those support heroes are still level 1. Lich doesn't even have anything other than Sacrifice right now. Mid lane is the Priest of the Moon fighting against the Windrunner, and Windrunner already has a little bit of a level advantage, but it looks like both of them are probably, at least Mirana for sure, probably going to go for a fast bottle here.
So she's going to try to control the early runes, which is smart anytime you're soloing, but sometimes you see players that aren't I'm not going to say high school. These are 2 really good teams, but maybe they don't play competitively as much. They tend to get overzealous with runes, and they kind of lose control of their lane. They'll fall behind in levels because they'll be going after a rune too often, or going gank with a rune and not get a kill.
Yeah, I've done that before, and then you sit there at the mid game and you're like, why am I the same level as the dual lanes in the game? And then you go, wow, I suck. You pretty much have to just AoE those creep waves as they push towards towers and use that 20 seconds to go check a rune, and that's when you got to do it basically, or have a ward up and just know where the runes are.
I 100% agree. 100%. So we have 1 level on everything for Furion. Now that makes sense. So now we can gank. I don't know. I'd rather see that. I think at level 2 having a TP and a Sprout. That way, just in case you can get that kill. But you're gonna see him maybe a gank here. They're gonna try to get a stun off. He's not gonna be able to orb. Yes, he is gonna be able to orb at the last second there. That was a long orb, dude.
That was really lucky. I wasn't watching the orb there, but he went an extremely long distance. That was lucky. If he didn't get that off, he was dead, pretty much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't believe how far he just went in that orb. Looking at the range right now, that had to be the very end of the orb. Nice Fisher there. Very nice Fisher with the Earthshaker blocking off the Ancient Apparition and Lich.
The supports are like, hey.
Let us do. We'll pay the toll.
It reminds me of 2 people standing just looking through a window.
That's they couldn't get into the club. And they're looking in. People
we wanna hang out. Come on. All right. Let's check some CS for the mid lane. That's the important one. We have 8-3 on the Mirana, and Windrunner is at 13-7 actually, so she's at a pretty big advantage. Ex Musica doing a really good job, and she does have the Basilius as well, which is so nice to get early. That +6 damage really does make a big difference, and that's often one of the reasons why it's kind of been picked up a lot more by hard carries and semi carries in the last 6 months to a year. I mean, there was a point in Dota where it was only supports would ever buy Rings of Basilius, and now it's actually semi carries. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like me and Gods were discussing last game, how Vipe Booster is just picking up a Vipe Booster is becoming viable on almost every hero.
Yeah.
You can do it on almost anything and just hold on to it, because you may eventually get that heart. Beastmaster and Weaver and an Anti-Mage and a Faceless Void and heroes like that, you can just buy a Vipe Booster on and just leave it on it. And that's the Ring of Basilius you're talking about, how people are becoming accustomed to just buying that now in semi-carries.
Yeah, it's just really, really efficient also. I mean, it's 250 HP, man, and it only takes 1 item slot. Just go for it, There's the Wave of Terror and Venge. A little bit of misplay from Venge here, I think. He get frozen? He will actually get frozen, but Nature's Prophet coming in, that's what he was waiting for, and now the Lich will end up going down. He gets picked off. Nature's Prophet getting the first blood. He has such big base damage. Will actually trade hits with the AA as well, but AA will eventually run away. So he still has about 20 seconds here, so not a big deal, and he will actually trade a few more hits on Black Shaitan before he backs up. But he's actually maxing TP first, so they're definitely going to be going for this extremely high gank push strategy using the Furion and the Enigma.
Makes me sad. I want to see Gods' chin. Like, I just think chin and
What?
like.
What do you? Oh, his chin.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you said his chin. I was like,
well, I mean, I could go for that too, like, if he's offering.
That's what I think about at night. Just think about God's chin.
Right. What's the CS on the Spectre right now? 22. I guess it's not too bad. Most in the game, one more than the Furion.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good for Furion at least, considering he's already done some ganking as well. He's just about to hit level 6 now. He has 400 gold in the bank. Puck hasn't been doing too bad though. That's the only benefit. The good benefit for the Radiant team is that the Nature's Prophet leaves the lane, and hopefully Puck gets all the CS while he's gone.
And Puck gets those important levels. Hit that 6, dude. Hit that 6.
Yeah, it does make a big difference when you gank using that 6. It's like you're worthless before 6, really.
Absolutely. I mean, granted, you can Orbit Silence, but you're going to die, right? You know, like, you're not really going to engage. I mean, initiate for your team. You're just going to go in.
Yeah, he's like one of those weird heroes who are like really hard to kill before 6, but can't do anything. And then once you actually hit 6, your damage potential goes really high up, which is very interesting.
Absolutely. Man, I'm still pulling for a Bat Rider in the SeCs. I want to see it one game tonight.
Yeah, how has that not happened yet? Like, if this was Dota 1, it'd be like, oh, Bat Rider, someone will pick him up, you know?
Guys just said it's because when they tried him out, it was just because he's harder to play in Dota 2 than he is in Dota 1. We're going to see a gank bottom here.
And Ancient Apparition can get stunned. Nature's Prophet comes in, goes for the fast medallion. So he's going to be putting that -6 armor aura all over on the map, and he will actually get frozen, but Spectre makes it out, no problem. And I see a little bit of pinging. Man, they really want to take this rune. It looks like Priest of the Moon's going to ball that up. But a lot of Radiant heroes on the, Dire heroes on the bot lane. So how is Bat Rider harder to play in Dota 2?
I don't know. He said it's harder. Like it doesn't. It's not as easy as it is. I don't know. Maybe it's the mechanics or something. Maybe it's something a little different with the playstyle. But I've played him, and I think it's basically the same. And Spectre's gonna go down quick as hell here. Wow.
Yeah, medallion, man. It's that medallion, -6 armor at this level with this many people doing damage, and he makes a big misplay. I mean, those heroes were all clumped up. They knew they were there, and he ran way too far forward there and just got bursted.
And getting that early medallion also allows him to do a Roshan really, really early.
Yeah, and he can go neutrals. He can, it gives him the mana regen, gives him a little bit of armor. It's actually just a really, really good fast Nature's Prophet item. And I know that's God's favorite item for Nature's Prophet as well.
Yeah, it's something like, it's kind of like, even like, if you were to rush like a 10-minute dagger with Nature's Prophet, just because that's a huge burst damage item, you're going to get 3 or 4 early kills. So like if you get an item like Medallion early enough, it's such a good item.
Yeah, it really is. It looks like Enigma actually gets picked up on the bot lane, being a little too aggressive. Lich level 3 and Dagger, and it looks like a Cold Feet as well was just enough to pick him off. So unfortunately, he got a little too aggressive, feeling cocky, getting so many kills down there.
Yeah, she got a bit overextended there. That was silly. Wow, then Cynical not paying attention for a second. Lich just walks up and auto-attacks his mana flask off of him.
That sucks.
Yeah,
always,
like he had just
always
popped
a sad
it.
day. Puck's actually in the mid lane, ready to gank. He is level 6 with Arcane Boots, really fast Arcane Boots here, 7 minutes. And Windrunner is going to be in some trouble because Puck is actually very good against Windrunner because of that Dream Coil. He's not going to be able to run away, and here comes the gank. Not the best placement on the ult, but it is a little hard to drop in Dota 2. And there's the arrow dodge, nicely done by Musica, doing everything that she could, but that was it, man. Not much you can do at that point. You can dodge the arrow, but you're still going to go down. Just too many magic nukes.
Absolutely. It's just too much, yeah. Until she gets her mech or pipe, like, that's a pretty easy gank for the Puck over and over.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
we'll see how many times they redo it.
Yeah. Until what? Windrunner gets, what? Pipe, mech, or force staff, or something, you know what I mean? Something with some
bracer.
Type of, or a bracer, which she would have lived with a bracer there.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes. Nice pulling going on by the Ancient Apparition and the Lich. It's going to be a double pull. It's always so nice to do. This just denies all of this EXP. And as a result, Enigma's going to level a little bit slower. Earthshaker and Benj in position. Benj actually level 5 down here. No boots quite yet, but Earthshaker does have boots. Earthshaker's only 3 though. And on the top lane, Black Shaitan continuing to farm. He's level 8. He's got power treads now, so every time he TPs, man, the power of power treads and a medallion, he's going to be doing a lot of damage.
At 9 minutes, yeah, he is. And just so you guys know, like, this is really the only way you want to pull. Like, if you pull a single stack, like, it's just going to push your wave afterwards. But the Spectre's going to go down here bottom, I'm pretty sure. One more attack, yeah. The Enigma's going to get the last hit there.
Really good control there by the Dire team. I mean, you're absolutely right. You really should do a stack pull because it denies the creeps. But most importantly, one thing I want to point out, Nature's Prophet saving the ulti for ganks. And this is
Yes.
something that pretty much 90% of pub players, they're like, oh my
Thank
god,
you.
my ulti is off cooldown. Time to make some money.
Thank you. Bring this up right now because I was talking about this earlier when they were discussing how hard it is to play heavy carry when there's a Furion on your team. And it makes
Yeah.
it difficult because he's constantly taking your farm. Whereas if you save it for the gank, it just becomes like a global ultimate, kind of like a Zeus.
Yeah, and that
it's
made the
good.
difference in getting the Spectre. He might have survived there, honestly. He was
Absolutely.
pretty deep in the trees. They might not have gotten him.
And he had
that-
dagger in, so he could have gone anywhere he wanted.
Yeah, exactly. That extra 100 damage made the difference and got the kill. And he's going to lose a little bit of gold over the course of the game, but like you were saying, it's going to make a safe farming area for his team as a result of not ulting all the time. And they're already controlling the game just by ganking. The ganking is honestly the most dangerous part about Nature's Prophet. It's not his ultimate and his farming capabilities.
Surprising to see the gold tab though. It's almost dead even. Like it was a point where the Dire was up, early, about 1,200 gold, but ever since then it's kind of just evened out.
Well, let's look at the gold per minute on some of these players. I'm sure Puck's been CSing pretty hard on the top lane. That's part of it. Priest of the Moon's been pretty much mid the whole game, also CSing. I mean, there's been ganks and stuff, but once Furion leaves the lane, his gold per minute just drops a little bit there, and Enigma really hasn't gotten a lot. He's been pretty much using his Eidolons to deny his ally creeps and instead of getting the free ones on the enemies.
I think, I don't know, when you look at it though, you have two heroes on the Radiant side that are almost right at 100 gold per minute. And then you really only have one hero on the Dire anywhere near that. So, like, I think the Dire, it's really only a 1k gold difference, but I think it's a little bit more than that. It kind of feels like more than that. It kind of feels like the Dire's putting the pressure onto the Radiant a bit more than the Radiant can handle right now. But the Dire made that mistake there with the Enigma and gave away a free kill. It would have been 4-1. Instead, you gave Spectre a kill.
Yeah, that is a pretty big mistake. He does have that Ring of Health, which is pretty much the first major item. He also has a Boots and enough for a Vitality booster. So this is like, I'm really surprised that he's got a Vanguard finish this fast, to be honest, because I thought they were doing a pretty good job keeping him under-farmed. But he's going to have a Vanguard in a second here, and it's 11 minutes in, and that means he's going to be a lot harder to gank. That extra 250 HP is going to make all the difference.
That's crazy. With 13 denies on the Enigma and making Eidolons almost every wave, and you'd think he wouldn't be farming that well, but he is.
Yeah.
He's got to be last
Spectre's
hitting everything.
beast.
55 CS right now. Still just 2 behind the Furion. So hanging with Furion in the CS department, which, not many heroes can really do.
Yeah, and they've got to be scared. I'm talking about the Radiant Team N9 here because Spectre, now that he has his Vanguard, it's only a matter of time before he gets his Relic, and the major pushing needs to happen right now. There's the swap. There's the stun. He does have the Vanguard, though, so he's pretty tanky. Here comes Nature's Prophet. There is the Medallion and the next Fissure. I don't think they're going to be able to get him, and even Black Shaitan going to get picked off. Huge ulti by Puck and a big black hole, but a little bit late there. Not going to everybody's dead at that point, and Enigma goes down, and that was not good for N9.
What a fight there by Fabio. Wow. You're right. It was all about the Vanguard on that Spectre. They basically blew everything on the Spectre, and then Spectre wasn't dead.
Yeah. Daggered out. Really good decision from the Spectre. Just immediately dagger, run to the side, and then he popped that ulti as his team was getting the advantage again, and they dove immediately on the Nature's Prophet, bursted him down. I assume that Puck did a support TP there. I don't think he was there at the time, but really good support TPs from the Radiant team, and that's why they won that team fight.
Absolutely. Like, getting a team to come in and back you up, like you were talking about pubs earlier, that's something that doesn't happen. You get ganked in a pub and it's like, I'm farming. You see that good team play where you're, 3 or 4 of your teammates TP in there and that 3v2 fight becomes a 5v2 fight, and then you turn it on its head and pick up 2 or 3 kills.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting skill build from A. He actually has a level of Chilling Touch already. That's very atypical. I almost never see. Sometimes people put off Chilling Touch for more stat levels, and he's actually got this right away. It's kind of interesting. But if you think about it, it's really expensive. That's probably the main problem. Really high mana cost.
Yeah.
But getting an extra 40 damage on 2 attacks at early game when attacks are pretty much everything anyways, that's kind of an interesting playstyle that nobody ever uses.
I do it when I solo him, as weird as that sounds, just because it's that extra damage really early in the lane. So I get 1 level of it really early, like level 2, and just kind of adds when you cold feet, and then when Chilling Touch, and just attack him once or twice, and you're going to see a little engagement going in here. A mixed ultimate there by the Puck on the Enigma, but they might not even need it. One more attack there. Yeah, this Enigma's going to go down there to earn. No, Magic Wand's going to pop, and one more.
Close. Will he dodge the orb? He dodges the orb. Puck's going for it, and that's it. Wow, he does get picked off. Nice little chase there by Puck. Actually going for an earn Puck.
Yeah.
Not very typical, but interesting.
maybe. I know this team was a Han team. I don't know. They're kind of doing things that you don't see that often in Dota. You know what I mean? Like you said, like kind of like the earn puck and chilling touch early on the Ancient Apparition. Not stuff you see all that often in Dota 2.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of like people get into these ruts and they're like, dude, I'm gonna play Phase Boots, Mechanism, Windrunner until the day I die, you know. And maybe in 6 months a better build will come along that people will finally agree fits the metagame better, and that could be all it is.
Yeah, like they say, man. The only way to beat the metagame is to create a new one. Stop doing the same stuff as everyone else. Go Dagon Ethereal Blade. Stop it.
It's the only way to improve the metagame.
It's to make
those two items.
Absolutely. Either that or to get rid of Lothars. One or the other. And make Furion less broken. So we were talking about that last game. How if you have Furion on your team, like all of his weaknesses can just be fixed with the items he can farm in like 10 minutes. Like escapability, all right, farm a Lothars in like 8 minutes and you're straight, dude.
Yeah, there's somebody asked me that in a YouTube message the other day. They're like, "Hey, how do you build Furion?" I'm like, I can't answer that question. There's so many ways you can play that hero.
Thousands of ways you can play him. Like that's what makes him kind of fun. You want to jungle him, you want to solo him. Do you want to go damage? Do you want to go pushing? Like it kind of makes him interesting. You can do so many different things with him.
Yeah, that's really true.
I thought we would have seen more pushing here, to be honest.
Yeah, they should have, but the problem is that Spectre has his Vanguard. I think they're going to lose this game in about 15 minutes. That's my guess right now. Spectre actually picking up power treads. A little interesting, not going for phase, but they really need to take towers. The fact that they only have one tower right now with a Nature's Prophet and Enigma is really bad. And I think it's as a result of this Enigma not getting a lot of farm. You know, he spent most of his Eidolons just to 9 CS for the Spectre, and they didn't shut him down like they should have. And all he has right now is like Soul Ring boots with a wand and 1k gold. That's not enough to push, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of why I get back on that, like, that Earthshaker subbing out for somebody who would be more useful in the pushing, like, if you were going to go this pushing type strat. Because, like, what does the Earthshaker really bring into the table? Like, you're not pushing, so he's not getting that early gold for that quick blink dagger. So it's like, he's just kind of this hero that's walking around with a Fissure.
Yeah, he's a Fissure, man. That's about it. And dude, I saw his EXP per minute before. It was horrible. Puck's going to possibly escape. He will, actually. Here comes the arrow. Not going to find anybody. His EXP per minute is 93.
Yeah,
which is
it
abysmal. It's really bad. It's only level 5. Lich is only level 6, but
wow, it's just useless. Like, there's just no real use for him.
I don't really know why they picked up Earthshaker over Tidehunter. Tidehunter's more or less kind of completely replaced Earthshaker in the metagame right now because of the reason that it doesn't matter how farmed Tidehunter is. He still has a stupidly good ulti.
It's an AoE stun that he can cast from almost anywhere, okay? Like, he doesn't need to be in the middle of the crowd like an Earthshaker that can go in and get disabled. I mean, granted, it's nice when you get 4 or 5, but still, like, that Ravage can be used so many ways, and it's so nice for his initiation, and he doesn't really need farm. Like, let's be honest. Like, shit, I've seen Tidehunters with boots and smoke at 40 minutes do the same thing as an Earthshaker does. It's whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So I think maybe if they had a Tidehunter roaming instead of this Earthshaker, might have been better. They're going to initiate on the Nature's Prophet. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to actually TP out, and he's going to make it. Really, really good decision making. All of the stuns were gone there. Lich could have maybe Chain Frosted. I don't know if he was in position or not, but they didn't get that. And now they're going for a gank. They're not going to catch it. There's the phase shift on the auto cast. Oh, not going to get the shackle. And that's going to be absolutely fine. And Nine not going to score a revenge gank there.
He's had the phase on auto cast the whole game.
Has he really?
Yeah. I was watching him earlier dodge just regular Furion attacks with it.
Huh.
I didn't really know people did that.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that does that. Unless it's like a Chaos Bolt, which is impossible to dodge because it just happens. I know you can autocast dodge that. We're talking about a hero that's not in Dota 2 right now. But other than that, like, it's generally a bad decision. You can lose the mana, the cooldown, and that could be you dying, you know?
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, maybe he's just dodging them. But then I was like, all right, he's dodging every attack with it. It's kind of weird. So I guess he's just auto-casting it.
Well, they did finally take another tower, which is great. X-Musica actually on the bot lane now with phase boots and headdress, and it looks like Nature's Prophet's going to come there and try to do a ninja push down here pretty quickly using the help of the Windrunner. Do we have TP scrolls? It looks like we have about 40 seconds cooldown on Puck, but Ancient Apparition and Lich can TP to the bot lane to defend that, but will they be able to take the tower? This is like really what's going to make the big difference in this game. They need to take a lot of towers right now before the Spectre gets her Radiance.
I 100% agree, because the only way this lineup's going to work without a true heavy carry against the Spectres if you win it earlier, or you get your supports farmed up enough where they're useful in team fights.
All right, sloppy Chain Frost from the Lich.
Terrible.
They may be able to catch the Nature's Prophet, though. They're actually not going to dive on this. But everybody showing up. Who is not at the party yet is that Earthshaker, the Tide wannabe. And double damage on the Windrunner, though, with a mechanism. So this could be a big team fight for N9. I think they have the means to win this, especially because Chain Frost is gone.
A ultimate missed everything there.
Windrunner just about to die. I cannot believe she's still alive. Pops the wand, still has another bottle charge, and wow, actually going to survive that. I think Nature's Prophet's going to be the one to possibly die. He picks off the Ancient Apparition at least, pops his wand before he goes down, and finally dropping, going to pick off the puck in response, though.
Not too bad there. I mean, that was a decent fight for both sides, I guess. 2 for 1 there for N9, as you see Prophet buy back in here, and he's going to teleport in on the Spectre. Shackle Shot as well as a Sprout should be enough to get the kill here. Bottom coming in and getting the kill on Windrunner. Then you see a nice black hole here by Envelop as he gets the bottom in it. He's taking a lot of damage from that tower, and he's actually going to go down.
Oh man, the Priest of the Moon's going to survive this. The Spectre chasing going to get a free kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Nothing he can do about that. And really feel bad for N9 about that one, to be completely honest there. Not able to get that Spectre. Well, they did kill the Spectre, but they didn't get the Priest of the Moon as well. That the Priest of the Moon came in and just cleaned up, who was that, Windrunner, I believe?
Yeah,
cleaned up the Windrunner.
Really
close to just
Starfall.
absolutely dominating that team fight, but they didn't do it.
Oh, nice TP in here by the Furion. Does not get Sprout off. Has missed Sprout twice, and now he's going to be in trouble. Now he's got to get out. Oh, that was clutch.
Yeah, man, N9 just getting so close to getting an advantage here. And these are the roughest wins, when you're that close to winning team fights by like 2 kills, and then one thing happens, and all of a sudden, like, the chain effect, you know? You lose a couple kills.
Absolutely, or like you accidentally waste an ultimate you didn't mean to waste. Or, you know, you use puck ultimate when you don't mean to, and then all of a sudden 2 or 3 kills don't go your way. It changes the whole outlook of the game.
Alright, Priest of the Moon now farming on the mid lane. Phase Boots with an Ultimate Orb. Nature's Prophet scouting out the team. They're still trying to defend this push here. They know this is the one that N9 wants to take. No smoke or anything. They actually have vision. There's a ward right on it, and there's the Sentry Ward. They catch a full ward, so that's kind of a nice little break there. They predicted that based on the movement, I believe. Nature's Prophet scouted the heroes backing up as soon as they approached, so I think they made the realization there was almost definitely going to be an Observer Ward there, so that was a really nice play.
Yeah, always nice to take out a ward. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you've accomplished something.
Especially like a semi-random ward like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
one
a
that's
common
not
spot,
at the
but
rune
still.
spot. Oh, this bottom's going to be okay, I think. The Furion's going to teleport in, but yeah, he actually is going to get a Sprout off. They're going to use the bottom ulti here. I don't know. They do drop the... Wow, nice Sentry Ward there. Nice Sentry Ward drop.
Yeah, it was definitely nice. Maybe a little bit late, but they still were able to pick it off. Nice power shot by Ex Musica. Really sealed the deal. If you can land those power shots, man, it makes all the difference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see that by Light of Heaven all the time. With Navi, when he hits, like, those sniper shots, it's like, wow. Just being able to hit the power shots consistently makes such a big difference.
Yeah, definitely true. Spectre now at 2,700 gold. This is so dangerous for N9 here. He's going to TP to the top lane, defend the push, and basically continue CSing here. Not much Nature's Prophet can do about it. They're even going to see this tower possibly fall for the Dire side, and then when that goes, that's another 200 gold closer to that relic.
Yeah, absolutely. That Spectre getting quite farmed now. And once he's able to get that Radiance on top of that Vanguard and that Treads, he's going to be almost unkillable. And then he throws, like, if he wants to throw a heart or something like that on top, it just gets stupid.
Yeah, once he gets the Radiance, it's like over at that point, in my opinion. Wow, nice shackle there by Ex Musica. Going to catch the puck. He takes an ulti as well. And there's the Malphite. Puck may go down. He does go down immediately before the team fight even happens. And going to catch the Ancient Apparition and the Lich. What? This... Holy crap, dude. This is exactly what N9 needed.
Oh, but Spectre's coming in and getting a kill. She came in and got the cleanup there on the Vengeful Spirit. Not going to reality in, though. Would have been a bad choice. So good idea. Just getting the kill and staying top and getting the farm.
Yeah, and Priest of the Moon canceled her TP. Started to TP, but then canceled it. Free tower, it is gone. They may even be able to take 2 here, and this is the stuff that they needed. I cannot believe, wow, that... All because that epic shackle shot from the Windrunner. It was really long range, but it was apparently just long enough to pick it off.
Yeah, absolutely. That shackle shotting that puck on the last creep. So nice there. So they give us 145 CS right now on the Spectre, 30 more than the Furion right now.
Wow.
Just a huge advantage right now for the Radiant side.
Yeah, he did pick up that relic. I mean, that team fight really did a big deal of closing the gap a little bit there. I'm sure we're going to see the gold graph go crazy in a second. Most likely even out a lot more as a result of getting that tower. And yeah, it does. It's jumped a lot more towards the 0 line. Was up at about plus 100 and, or sorry, 1.5k.
And you're going to see, like I said, that early Roshan picking up about 24 minutes here with that medallion, and treants and conversions and all that. Really able to do it quickly here for the Dire side.
Yeah, the level 4 Eidolons, they do like 50 damage. It's really, really good. Such huge DPS there, and Nature's Prophet actually going to pick up the Aegis, which I think is really smart. He is really squishy. Like, every time he gets a little caught out of position, basically, the puck jumps and just nukes him down, basically.
Quick question for you. What orb effect do you prefer on Spectre? I don't really know if you really... There's not really many orbs you go on Spectre, to be honest with you.
I just never get one.
Yeah, it's like...
yeah.
You go Radiant, maybe Manta, and a Heart with some Treads and a Vanguard, and you're straight.
I pretty much always... I think the only, like, preference question that you could ask me on Spectre is Phase Boots or Power Treads.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'd be like, why wouldn't you just get a Vanguard into a Radiance into a Heart?
And win the game. And win the game. Stop it.
Yeah, the game's, like, over at that point. Like, I don't know. And of that, Phase or Treads depends on who you're fighting, what heroes, so, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's getting really close. 500 gold.
I think in this matchup, Treads are okay.
Yeah, I would agree. Big nuke protection. Yeah. If it's an anti-mage, maybe, I would say go for the Phase Boots just to hit him a little harder.
Yeah.
And to be able to run away, but go for the HP in this matchup.
Yeah, I 100% agree with this matchup. So what are we going to see coming on our supports? Any type of items? No. The Puck does have his Blink Dagger, Urn, and Arcane.
Well, I think the problem is that the AA and the Lich have been playing a support role the whole game, and as such, they have shit items. I mean, the Power Treads on Lich makes him look rich as hell compared to this Ancient Apparition, who has, like, GG branches and a mantle. That's it. Plus his boots, of course. So, in that sense, the supports may end up doing a lot more for the Dire team when we have team fights here. And we saw that in the last team fight. Ancient Apparition and Lich just freaking died because they didn't have
that's what I don't get. Like, the whole 2 support thing... You have that means you're gonna have 2 heroes that are extremely underleveled. You know, like I don't know. I understand like in the early game you're giving your hard carry a lot more farm by doing that, but at the same time, if it gets to the point where you actually do need that 5v5, you're really fighting 5v3.
Yeah, and if they get caught out of position at all, they're just dead. So like it comes down to those support heroes. Obviously, the Lich and the Ancient Apparition were out of position before. They tried to save the puck, but they just got caught out and easily picked off. And if they can die like that fast in the beginning of a team fight, it's going to be really one-sided like we saw.
And heaven forbid this Furion gets a Hex. Then he can just go around and Hex these supports anytime he sees them walking around and kill them.
Which he did just buy, by the way. He's still got another 500 gold plus on top of the Hex. He just finished that Mystic Staff. And Void Stone here, we're going to see the under fancy icon. I really hope they redo that icon, the side of the Vice one. It's not cool enough.
I think it's a placeholder. Absolutely. When like you look at some of the other items, like the detail into them, that Hex stick just looks like a placeholder right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. Some of them just look like absolutely epic. It's like they have one mega badass doing art.
Yeah, like even look at the medallion. Like look at the detail in the lion and stuff. You know what I mean? And you like what the hell is that? It's supposed to be like a ram? Like what is that Hex thing? That's supposed to be like a horn or some shit? Like that's terrible.
I don't know. What's that claw? I don't know. It's weird. All right. All right, N9's, I'm sorry, N9's going to be doing some pushing now. X Musica's still farming on the bot lane, but he's probably going to TP to the top, and they're going to go for another tower kill. They're going to keep these up here, especially because Spectre's got to be really close. Where is he at? He actually has his Radiance, plus 500 gold.
They waited too long to push, man. They waited too long.
Like, I think they can still win it because they have the sheep, but it's going to be rough.
It's going to be tough. They're going to need to make some smart decisions, win some team fights, take advantage of pushing.
Or if Windrunner gets another sheep as well. If they have stacking sheeps,
multiple sheeps,
that can shut them down. Does sheep disable Radiance? I can't remember if it does.
I don't think so. I think they still take the damage from it, though.
It still does the damage even if you're sheep?
I think so. I'm not positive. It was like another one of those questions like last game where it was, does Ancient Apparition's ultimate proc if there's Shallow Grave on a hero? Well, only when Shallow Grave goes off. While Shallow Grave's on him, he's alive.
Huh.
That was something like, because like, Axe's ultimate goes through Shallow Grave, but Ancient Apparitions doesn't.
Oh, yeah. That's so annoying, dude. Playing Dazzle and fighting against an Axe.
Yep.
I've been so mad. It's like, oh, I just saved a guy, and it's just like, bam.
It's
His
pointless.
head's gone.
Yeah, it's like pointless to have a dazzle. Shallow Grave's pointless to level up.
Good thing X sucks though.
Right. I would love
Dazzle
to see.
always has the last laugh.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's that like unviable in like I don't know. I like Axe.
I think the only way he's good is if you tri-lane him and he goes like maxing
Battle Hunger.
Berserker's Blood, Battle Hunger. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God.
Max Battle Hunger.
That's Battle
kinda
Hunger.
cool.
Don't let him anywhere near the creeps. It's so frustrating. Like so frustrating.
Yeah,
They just gotta
exactly.
sit way back.
Yeah, I've seen that work pretty cool in like a moderately high pub, not like professional by any means,
right.
but I've seen it kind of work cool. It was really
Could you
interesting.
imagine doing like a Ancient Apparition, Axe, Vengeful Spirit lane? What?
Yeah, that's basically it.
That would
You
be
just like
so
keep
strong.
casting it, and you just shut down their support heroes because they're not getting farm anyways.
Top lane, a bit of an engagement. Nobody really going down. Not all that much damage. So yes, I'm watching the Radiants do damage.
They're not taking. Yeah, I checked too.
Yeah.
All right. Windrunner almost dying, but she does have a Force Staff, so still has some more options. And Enigma actually coming in. No Blink Dagger on him though. He's gonna rush the Black King bar, and Spectre's gonna TP out. So if they pick up two Sheep Sticks, man, oh, Venge is gonna die solo. That's rough. It's a sad death. Taking a dagger in the back.
Well, she killed the Ancient Apparition, but she died
Oh,
to
did she?
Spectre. Yeah.
Dude, supports BC and other supports. That's what we just saw.
Actually, we didn't see it because I didn't catch it because I had no idea that
neither.
a Vengeful Spirit was going to go down there and 1v2 somebody and get a kill. Like, what is the
Yeah.
Vengeful Spirit doing?
Yeah, who knows, man. But it was effective.
2,300 gold on that Spectre, 2230 right now on the Spectre. So probably going to go either into the Manta or the Heart.
I'm gonna assume he just goes straight Axe, I guess. I mean, they don't have a hard carry. I mean, they have like Windrunner and Furion for doing damage, but it's not like they're doing ridiculous amounts. So I think if he just tanks up, this is his best bet.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess this. Oh, nice Echo Slam there, but too bad there was no heroes there. It's just illusions, bro. But they
Yeah,
are gonna
Mirana
get the kill
left.
here on this bottom.
Nice. Yeah, Mirana leapt out right before the Echo Slam. I didn't even see the Echo Slam coming, to be honest. I think she just got scared and still ended up dying anyways. So we're going to see a big cooldown on Earthshaker's ulti. It's only really useful once you have your Blink Dagger. Like, it's really, really something that you have to worry about. But he's actually going to get farmed at this point. He's buying smoke. He just bought a Magic Wand, and he's going to be doing pretty good from here on out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he get his Arcane, his Blink, his Magic Wand, his Smoke. Now he kind of looks like he's had a decent game up to this point. What?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh man, it's like he hasn't been useless. No, he was useless the first 30 minutes. I swear to God. It's just now he can be useful because now he can get in there. I mean, even though it doesn't seem like a lot, but when there's a bunch of creeps and you ultimate into it with heroes, you don't realize, but you're getting all those creep kills too. That's a lot of gold Earthshaker gets. Like, he gets a bunch of gold.
Yeah, that's really true. Puck gonna drop the orb through, but they get another free tower. One other fact that I want to point out about N9's team and carry potential, they do have a Vengeful Spirit aura. I mean, 36% damage bonus, it's not that bad. It's only based on base damage plus stats, primary stats, but it's really not too horrible. It's gonna, it's gonna give Windrunner and Nature's Prophet an extra 30 or 40 damage, which is really not that bad. It's like a Demon Edge, free Demon Edge, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, you're going to see 1-2 hexes coming out of the Dire at least. I mean, after BKB, I wouldn't even be too surprised to see Enigma go a hex after BKB.
Yeah, that's one good way to shut down a carry when you don't have one.
So, as a heavy carry like Spectre, do you take that account and maybe go something like a hex? I mean, you are really your team. I mean, not a hex. I mean, like a BKB. Like, you're really your team's only hope. Like,
damage.
Yeah, you're really all your team has. Like, when you die, dude, your team's done. Like,
The only problem, I don't know.
if you have 3
it's a hard
hexes against
decision.
you, do you go like a BKB? Or do you just say, hell with it,
yeah.
I'm going to get a heart and a Manta, and I'm going to let them just right-click me all they want? And
I guess hypothetically, if they had 3 hexes, I would be like, all right, I need to BKB.
Yeah,
I would
because-
say that as well.
Because your other 4 heroes aren't going to do enough damage while they're killing you to kill any of them, really. Like, they maybe kill the VS, but the Enigma's got a BKB now. The Earthshaker's got his Blink, and, the Windrunner's got her Force Staff and her mech now. So you got these heroes that have this escapability and this survivability. I think as the Spectre, you have to survive in team fights. Like, no doubt about it.
Yeah, literally going to get cut out here. There is the Hex. Shackle Shot will not be effective, but wow, they're hitting him hard. He goes down really fast. Ulti by the Spectre, but that's just kind of to assess where everybody's at. And actually, no, Puck's going to initiate, going to ulti this. Nice heal from the Windrunner, and the tether not going to break on anybody, and the Radiant team just getting picked apart here by the heavy ganking now. Now that the towers are gone, they have so many more areas that they can gank heroes, and this is really why they're starting to strive, I think.
This is what I think is the difference in, like, tiers of teams between, like, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Like, these are, like, I'd say N9's like tier 2, you know what I mean? And I think Fabio's, like, right on that edge, but I think the mid-game phase is where you see the big difference, like, where it's, like, roaming and ganking and map control and map awareness and teamwork, and, you know, where, like, the picks really come into play, as opposed to the laning phase where it's like, you know, can you just control your lane and CS?
And anybody can do that, you know?
Exactly.
Like, well, not
Honestly,
anybody, of course. But
no, but, like, anybody that really understands Dota can last hit CS and understands lane control. But when you get to the actual mid-game phase, I think it becomes a lot more about teamwork. And that's
and I called this game being over by now. And, I mean, Spectre, the Radiant team definitely had a very clear advantage at one point where it's like, well, he's going to farm his Radiance pretty soon, but they haven't quite profited from it yet. And, wow, Vengeful Spirit going to really luck out and scout the enemy team. So I think this is an absolutely great trade.
Just the PS dying? Yeah.
Go for it. No big deal there.
Yeah.
Much better than initiating a team fight in an unfavorable condition. Just lose this one support hero. No big deal.
Rather than losing 3 of your support heroes that are, like, about to go into their jungle, which they were going to do. Like, the Earthshaker and the Enigma were, like, walking down towards Roshan. Thank God the VS got spotted. But I think this is going to be a bad fight here for N9 if they go for this Rosh.
This is really ballsy from them.
Yeah, 4v5. I mean, but they do know that the bottom's top.
I believe they just dropped these sentries. I think Venge dropped the sentry ward as he died. But they saw where the ward was. Look at this. They're going to get the Roshan. Nature's Prophet grabs it. They spotted where the ward was. If I recall correctly, that ward has just a little bit of a lack of vision. Like if you come from the Ancient Creeps.
It's at like the tree.
If you run by the Ancient Creeps, the ward doesn't spot. Let me use some wards, some vision stuff. Oh, they just dewarded it. Now I can't check. Great, those bastards. But I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of loss of vision there, and that's why they just scored. That was really ballsy, though. They're like, oh, we lost a guy. Let's Rosh.
I was trying to draw on the map so people can see. It's like you got, like, right here, guys. It's like right there. It's like underneath that tree, the ward can see, but above the tree, there's nothing, like the ward can't see it. So if you walk down the pathway and walk behind the tree into Roshan, the ward doesn't pick it up.
Yep. And that's why they lucked out there. So, yeah, I mean, just... N9 is outplaying them. That's simply the way to put it.
Yeah.
Ever since the mid game where we thought Spectre, we're like, okay, this is over, Spectre's going to dominate. N9 is just outplaying, basically. Individual skill-wise, they're out-farming them, they're out-ganking them. That's pretty much how it's going. And now we have a Monkey King bar in Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I was just going to say, look at that farm. Look at that farm. But really what happened was Fabio just, like, extended the laning phase. It never really got to mid-game until about 25 minutes, okay? Like, the first 25 minutes was just an extended laning phase that Spectre just kind of stayed bottom and farmed, and they kind of tried to protect him. That's why they're defending that tower so hard. Like, they defended that tower to about 25 minutes. And since then, they've lost basically 3 towers.
Yeah, maybe they should have just done some pushing or something. Who knows? They have the, they have the team fight ultis. They have Puck ulti, they have Lich ulti, they have A ulti. Why don't they just team fight, And Mariana has a Black King bar now. She's going to be doing good damage. And once she gets another damage item like a Butterfly or a MKB, they're going to have to worry about her as a hard carry as well.
Bottom ulti does come in here. Only gets the Furon. They're going to send the AA ultimate on him too. Puck's going to go down so quick though. Furon doing so much damage with that MKB. Spectre going to come in here. Initiates on the Enigma. The Enigma just maledicts and runs away there.
He does have a BKB, but Nature's Prophet easily going to get picked off. No Lothars or anything like that. He pops the wand right before he dies, but he does go down. And Spectre continuing to chase. Going to try to kill the Enigma, but he will TP out, no problem.
No, Maddie, if you're listening to the stream, I'll answer your question while we take this top tower here for the Radiant. I don't see them defending this. But, no, what I'm doing is I'm having a co-caster every game tonight, and at the end I'm letting you plug your stream. So, let's say Gods was last game.
Hot damn.
Purge is this game.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that was part of the deal.
Yeah, bro. So, that way it's kind of joining everyone. So, yeah, Maddie, if you want to do next game, buddy, you can be my co-caster next one. And I'll let you plug your stuff at the end because I know you're just starting up. But you're going to see a little bit of an engagement here bottom or top. Is he going to BK or is he going to black hole this? No? Just going to back out?
I think he's scared of the damage.
Like, he has to be. Like, you can't walk in there with its MKB, like, Furion just stomping you. But then you have, like, Radiance from the Spectre, I guess, on the Enigma, right?
Yeah, they're a little scared to go on the Spectre. I mean,
Why?
I think they could have maybe gone there with the Black Hole from the Enigma, but there were still some people. I think they should have. There was only like 3 heroes left, dude.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why they didn't just go on that Spectre. They could just roll that Spectre, I think.
Well, they're going to pick up the Lich at least. Nature's Prophet going to get a super easy kill. Look at that. Is that a 5 shot?
Hit?
5
oh,
shot.
wow. He does get the Lich ultimate off, though. That's going to bounce really nice. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. That was
what
lucky.
What a Lich ultimate. Yo, what a Lich ultimate. Like, this Spectre could clean house.
If he had his ultimate.
He's got it in 2
3
seconds.
2 seconds. Oh, my God.
Pop that shit. Pop it.
Oh, I feel bad.
He's got the win. Oh, win runner.
There's the dagger. There's a nice stun, but it's not going to be enough.
Now the mage is going to go down instead.
Wow. That could be the game-winning team fight. They're going to lose the top tower and mid,
wow.
I think.
Yo, that Lich ultimate could be the play of the game.
That was really good ultimate. I thought he was dead. I was like, oh, Lich is dead. Lich is so screwed. And then it bounced obscenely perfectly. Everybody left with like 5 HP. That was way better than he expected it to be. I can tell you that much.
Shit, he expected to like hit that hero and maybe do some damage, you know. But no, it hit that hero that bounced to 2 other heroes and just ping pong between them.
He's like, I'm gonna hit Nature's Prophet with my Chain Frost, and then hopefully my team can finish him up. You know, that was it. It's like I'm gonna do 400 damage to Nature's Prophet.
So this Spectre gonna work towards a Manta now. Just gonna grab a Manta.
Who is Spectre?
Is that what you think? I mean, he's got his heart.
Yeah, I think he could definitely do that. Either Manta or Diffusal, either one would work for just chasing and destroying heroes. I think that would be his best bet. But I think the game is over finally. With that team fight, you know, they need to
ultimate winning games. That Lich ultimate winning games.
Yeah, pretty much. I would agree with that.
No way.
Ancient Apparition and Lich still have shit items, though. That's the best part. A has 834 HP. That's it.
He gets like
800.
2 shot by the Furion. Like, absolutely 2 shot by the Furion.
Alright, Vengeful Spirit's going to pop the armor aura. How unfortunate. Not going to force him to pop. He's actually trapped, I think. Oh, there it goes. That was weird.
Yeah. It's 4K on that Spectre. Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to outcarry against.
Wait, stop and look at the Spectre CS. Oh, wow. You're going to see Puck coming in and ultimate him and get a good silence off. Snoopy's going to go down almost instantly here. Lich ultimate going to come out and ping-pong around a bit. Hit the Enigma, who's black-holing. Had the Puck and the Bottom in there, but it looks like just too much damage coming out of the Radiant side. That Spectre just too beast mode right now. The Radiance effect in there. Orb's going to come in. Mirana's going to pick up a kill. Now it looks like Black Shaitan may get out here. I don't really see any way Tech can stop him from escaping. Warden's going to try to leap in here. They are going to get the little ice off, and maybe 1, 2 more attacks. 1 more. No, the Furion is just barely going to live. They're going to get the Malefice on the bottom off.
But it doesn't even matter.
Nope. Because the
Spectre's at full HP. She's gonna regen it up. You like once a Spectre gets to a heart, it is so frustrating to try to kill her. It's like you can spend everything and almost kill her, and then like 20 seconds later she's at full HP again, and your ultis are not off cooldown. It's frustrating.
That's just so fun. Oh, look at Midnight Pulse. So
Midnight Pulse destroying.
So useful.
Dude, look at that ability. It's OP. That did a lot of damage.
That did like a K damage.
Yeah, that was a lot. 6% of your max, dude. It just gets better.
Unbelievable.
And regenning 70 per second.
Oh, that's so retarded. 72 per second right now. Full HP.
Dude, he's committing. Wow. Warden committing to the, there's a swap. He's probably not going to make it.
Yeah.
He does die.
He just buys right back into the game.
I wish he would have like leapt in the fountain or something. That would have been sweet.
Bought back and started for 22K. Not too bad.
Alright, anyone getting close to a sheep. Enigma's at 2,500. I mean, maybe they can still win this.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe. Alright, if all 5 of the enemy team group up and they do like an Echo Slam Black Hole, Wave of Terror Power Shot,
Scream
Wrath
of Pain,
Nature,
Sonic Wave, Zeus's Ultimate.
Ravage.
They may win.
I think they can win.
They may win at that point. But before that, Spectre's dispersing it all and killing all 5. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what's gonna happen.
That's the
But
problem. Like Disperse is just so good.
oh, he's going for an AC.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
saw the Hyperstone on him. Thought that was kind of weird, but I guess so.
It's gonna be even harder to kill now.
He's gonna be a
Now,
pain in the ass to kill him with all that.
now they're
armor.
probably
Oh
also
my
gonna need
God.
like
He's got it.
a
He's got AC finished.
shallow. No, what's that Necrolight's ulti?
Oh,
Reaper Scythe.
Reaper Sight.
Reaper Scythe could hook him up.
The big boomer. All you see is this huge, like in Dota 2, that one's pretty like dramatic too. It's like, and like this big
Yeah.
swings and you just die.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like the Dota 2 one. It's very cool looking. Took me a while to like realize it
It
was
took me a while to
happening to me.
figure out that I was doing it.
Yeah. It's like, why am I dead? Where did I go?
Oh, nice AA ultimate actually off that swap. He knew he was gonna die, so he's like, let me ultimate
Midnight
somebody.
Pulse.
Midnight Pulse. So OP right now. See the ancient apparition go down. It looks like everyone's going down. There's shit happening everywhere right now. I'm following
That
the
Midnight
bottom.
Pulse was OP. Windrunner's running away. She has a double damage, but Spectre's still OP. It's good Force Staff escaping the puck, and Musco will survive there. There's just not much they can do. They keep getting cut out of position.
Look at the Spectre take tower. No damage. No damage.
Taking like 20 damage per tower hit.
And he HP's that in a second. Look at it. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
They just backdoored that tower. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just stood there and just tanked it. No creeps, no nothing. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Come on, man. That's not
Dude, he
fair.
attacks really fast with that AC. That's a really good item. I don't know why people never get that actually. Manta helps you chase, but
It's a haunt
that
thing,
makes
bro.
you really survivable. That's a lot of survivability.
Yeah, look at him right now.
15
You're not killing him right now.
It's not gonna happen. They would need like 3 people with Monkey King bars. It's a rough game to lose. Losing to Spectre.
Oh, hey. It happens when you allow the game to go 46 minutes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
100%, bro.
With no carry.
They did not push one tower until 20 minutes. That is, you know what I mean? And I still stick to Lich Ultimates owning so hard, dude. This
Yeah.
Lich, bro. I'm sorry, but that Lich Chain Frost changed this game.
Yeah, it really did.
That Lich Chain Frost changed this game. But I'm still gonna stick to the point that I think like the Earthshaker was kind of, I don't know. I
Not
think
helping out enough.
they weren't able to push early enough. He wasn't useful early enough.
Yeah.
It just took him so long to get useful. Like we said, it was 27 minutes.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he did an Echo Slam. That's cute.
Yeah, it was 28 minutes as opposed to somebody like a Chin or an Enchantress who's definitely made an impact by the 15-minute mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Like, you could have had that Fury on top going Treants early, and then by the time Chin's level 2, he comes over and they push that tower. You know, and you got a tower down in 5 minutes, as opposed to sitting in a lane, basically allowing Spectre to have extended lane time till about 25, 26 minutes.
Yeah.
In which case,
And that would have been another person getting solo EXP. Could have been in the jungle. You know, Nature's Prophet wasn't there.
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. But they probably picked up that Earthshaker too early and then transitioned their picking, maybe just a picking mistake, you know? It's like they already had him, it's too late. Earthshaker's yours. And that's how they had to play him, and they just weren't able to pull out the win.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys check out the final score while Purge goes ahead and let you know basically where you guys can find him and follow him out and check him out at.
Alright, if you guys want to find me, it is Purge Gamers all over everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube primarily is my main source of fame at the moment. So if you guys want to see gameplay commentaries or casting or instructional material, that is the place to go to. And that's it.
Alright, man. Yeah, make sure you guys check him out. Follow him. Purge is the man. Thanks a lot, brother, for co-casting with me. This was GGCharms and Purge bringing you guys in 9 versus Fabio in the SeCs semifinals. Fabio wins. So another impressive showing by a North American team. Doing really well against, a kind of high-profile Dota 2 team right now.
Yeah, they did really good.
So thanks a lot, man, for joining me.
No problem. It was
I'll
fun.
talk to you soon, bro. I hope you tune in for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah,
Deuces,
definitely will.
bro.
Thanks.
Alright, man, so that's going to be that's going to be that game. Let me switch over real quick. So man, so far guys, man, thanks guys for